Why you dey buy fake product? Make you dey careful.
We have power to prosecute, to go to court. We have power to convict people. Those people who are doing bad, if you let us know, we'll take care of them.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SOS.
We've talked about it severally on our program. Its relevance to our economic life cannot be overemphasized. It's a major component of a vehicle, and its quality must never be compromised at any time, whether deliberately or unknowingly. It's the tire, and it's found everywhere in the country. I know you are already curious to know what we shall tell you about this life-endangering product. We obviously have so much to tell you about your tire. My tire, our tire. If only you would sit back, relax, and watch the program. Members of the organized private sector urged to re-examine the tire sector with a view to exploring investment opportunities that abound in that sector. A warm welcome to Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. My name is Halimot Osifo.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products.
We have power to prosecute, to go to court. We have power to convict people. Those people who are doing bad, if you let us know, we'll take care of them.
We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
Welcome back. The program you're watching is Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. When was the last time you purchased a tire for your vehicle? Did you take extra caution to ensure you purchased a standard tire? I'm sure you are already wondering why I'm asking these questions. Well, I'll tell you why in this report. But first, I must let you know that the tire is a life-endangering product that must be handled with utmost care. The report.
When you purchased that tire as a consumer from the market, what was on your mind in terms of quality of the product? What did you look out for on the tire that got you convinced that the tire you bought was standard? Was it the expiry date? Was it the physical look of the tire? Was it the mark of quality or certification marks from regulatory agencies on the tire? Was it the verbal assurance you got from the seller or dealer on the tire? Was it just an assumption that some known brands can be trusted? What really informs consumers' decision when they purchase tires from the markets?
I will need to check the expiry date of the tire.
Best tire for markets. After looking at the expiring date, I look at the condition of the tire. If those teeth are still okay.
I will look the standard now, the standard of the tire and the expiring date of the tire. The Organization of Nigeria, they are going to put stamp and the expiring date.
Look at the brand, one, the year of expiration, and then those two things and price.
I trust the person I buy my tires from. I'm not a tire person, so whatever he tells me is what I go with.
A man will be teacher, and yeah, but I do that. As a man will expire date here.
The make and the expiring date.
If you have been dealing with car, you should know when the type of tire that is okay and the one that is not okay.
The tire trade and the name.
If I look out for the expiring date, you also look at the brand name. You look at a name that people know.
It's not only the brand, the quality. You can buy brand, you don't have good quality. But if you know it very well, you get it right.
The quality and the brand of the tires.
The year of the manufacturer of the tire.
I will go to my customer there and tell him to give me original one.
The tire is a critical component of a vehicle. It comes in different sizes and brand. It is made up of the bead, thread, inner liner, belt, and other vital materials. These materials are carefully structured in the product to make it fit for use. Obviously, they constitute part of the standard and at no time should be tampered with. For instance, these brand new tires look good on physical examination, but because they were stuffed into one another, the bead and inner thread have been destroyed, thereby making it difficult for the tire to grip firmly on the wheel, as explained by engineer Enebi Onucheyo.
The consumer that want to buy a tire, you first of all look at the tire. Look at date of production. Which date was the tire manufactured? When you look at that date, of course, look at the structure of the tire physically. If by any chance they cover it with this, remove it. Because sometimes when they unstuff it, obviously you can see that this tire came stuffed. Now, in the process of unstuffing, that is the structure you get. If you remove this now, you will see it. You have it this side too. You can see it. You can see it. Meaning this tire is distorted already. A lot of things are wrong with it already. You understand? The inner liner, the cord inside, they could be broken already. So they will not have the right grip with your wheel. And when you put it, yes, you put in air, it will hold, but it will not perform optimally. When you get to our roads with this pothole and everything, it can't stand the test of time. Definitely you have issues on your way. That is just that. By stuffing, they have distorted the internal structure. The things inside are supposed to hold the tire that will make it firm and give it that right balance when it comes on a vehicle. It's already distorted.
The obvious reality is that there is not one tire manufacturing industry in the country at the moment. What it therefore means is that the product is imported into the country from other parts of the world, especially Asian countries. This development places a huge burden on the Standards Organization of Nigeria, tasked with the responsibility of ascertaining the quality of tire.
If an individual comes to us as an organization and say, listen, we are trying to work with this state government or with this local government to build a tire factory, we will gladly give them all the cooperation they need. And we will lobby the legislature and other agencies in the country to give them the same backing. Whatever backing they need, I think we should, because basically local manufacturing provides higher quality goods in the country, provides employment, provides security, provides a tax base, and then even the community that hosts that local manufacturer becomes now with pride, and the individuals have opportunities now to make a living.
The SON, amongst others, have put measures in place to track substandard tires wherever they are found and destroy them. According to the Director General of the agency, Malam Farouk Salim, SON has made giant strides in this regard and always leaves nothing to chance to check the distribution of these bad products when they are brought into the country through unauthorized routes.
It's a wake-up call for everybody that on one raid we have this much tires that are compromised. There are hundreds of warehouses out there. And unfortunately, we really wish we have the opportunity to intercept these batches while they are coming into the country. So we are going to continue working and making sure these things are not only stopped, but completely eradicated. And the individuals responsible for this will be charged to court and fined, and we'll make sure that their business is not going to be as easy as it is. If we have 100 of this, we'll gladly destroy it. Because you know why? We're saving lives. We're saving young children in their father's car driving to the village for Christmas from the whole family perishing. You cannot attach a price tag on this property compared to a child's life or a man's life. Even a 90-year-old person's life is still alive, and we don't want to lose that. So yes, we are not excited or we're not enjoying wasting people's money, but we do relish the idea of making sure substandard goods are outside the market. And when you see something like this in the market, alert us. We have our offices around the country. We have phone numbers, we have websites. Alert us and let us know a particular place is selling this type of things. And we'll make sure we follow up all the way to the source to find out where that dealer bought it from and how it was brought into the country. And then we will continue. Our job essentially, the consumers and us, is to make life difficult for individuals who profit at the back of our country and our people.
The tire industry, with over 5 manufacturing companies before now, was huge and provided job opportunities for thousands of young Nigerians. Sadly, one after the other, owners of the companies left the country following inconsistent policies by government at that time.
Well, what needs to be done is to give them the necessary incentives. Because if we engage the stakeholders, they will tell you exactly in terms of specifics what needs to be done. They need support in terms of funding, and I know that the CBN has been doing a lot around that. The CBN can be brought into the equation. They need a lot in terms of trade policy concessions, particularly import duty concessions on the key inputs that they need to revive the industry. They need concession in terms of financing. These are the kind, and they also need a favorable tariff policy to support their sustainability. Because if it continues to be cheaper to bring in those imports than to produce locally, there is no way they can survive. But we need to invest properly in the capacity before we can introduce very strict protective policy around that. So that is very important. And I mean, the kind of thing we did with cement and all of that, even those who are importing tires, they can be given a deadline. For you to continue this importation, you must see evidence that you are also investing to produce locally. That is what happened in the backward integration program of cement. The same thing can happen in the tire industry. But more importantly, since we already had industries that were here before, we can get them to come back. I think that should be the starting point. We engage Michelin, we engage Dunlop, and ask them, let them put their demands on the table. And from there, we can take it up from there. I'm sure it's something the government can do if the government is actually committed to the revival of the tire industry.
What was lacking then was the absence of a favorable, conducive environment by past administrations, which the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria believes can be reversed to fill the lacuna in that industry. According to the SON boss, that sector has huge investment potential to boost Nigeria's economic fortune.
I can imagine if we have the only manufacturing facility in the country that produces authentic tires. I can imagine the same profit our cable industry is making, that tire industry will make it. But this takes a lot of help from the government. Our tariffs should be reviewed up so that people importing will have a little bit of price to attach. And being a member of the World Trade Organization, we cannot outright block imports of tires into the country, but we can make it less profitable for people to do that. And that way, individuals who want to manufacture will have incentive to manufacture it. So essentially, it's a complete game we have to play. We have to encourage local manufacturing. We have to discourage unnecessary importation into the country. And then we have to watch out for unscrupulous elements who import substandard tires and other goods into the country. It's just that we have to coordinate as a government and with people and business people to see where we can find a very ideal situation for manufacturing, ideal situation for proper monitoring of whatever goods are brought into the country.
The SOM boss believes that this is one sure way of stemming the tide of substandard tires in the country, create wealth for the nation, and address youth unemployment and restiveness in Nigeria. He therefore warned those still in the business of importing tires to embrace standards while also exploring measures to establishing local tire industries.
Every day, our numerous individual needs and wants takes us to the markets or retail outlets to buy various goods. Whether it's food, clothing, household item, or other consumer goods, there is a common packaging material used for protecting products or simply to convey them. It's the nylon shopping bag. From small to medium and large sizes, the nylon bag is basically used to carry goods. Before now, when you buy goods and carry them in any of the shopping nylon bags, you are rest assured that nothing will fall off. Not just that, you can even keep them and use some other time. The story is changing now. How durable are these shopping nylon bags?
It's not like before again. Because now, this one now, you can see now, any small thing like this, it will tear on this place, so it's damaged. I need to pack some fabric inside. I can't pack it until I get closer there, because maybe I'm running because of bus or something like that. It may cut.
It's not strong. If you don't hold that well, now it go cut.
Those in the market are very, very inferior. It's not strong.
Even the Pantala they used to sell, there is one time black, that is black. Even the portable one, that is very black. Understand? Before you know, it's tear.
Investigations by Standard and You reveal the quality of nylon produced today has dropped drastically. It's very light and tears off easily within few minutes, making consumers struggling to keep their goods from either falling off or getting damaged.
At times, if you buy pure water now and you have like 5 sachets pure water inside, then the thing will just cut off. And if it didn't cut, you know, you can remove from the bottom.
There was a time I went to the market, so I bought meat, this pepper soup meat in those days. So I was very happy, excited that I have meat that I want to eat. Before I know, the thing just puts off. In fact, inside the market, it was very shameful. So
the thing was inside the bottle, so I kept it inside the nylon, working not up to just 2 feet. The nylon removed from down, and the thing smashed. So it was a bad day for me then, because what I bought was very, very costly.
So bad is the situation, even when the nylon bag is doubled. It places a burden on consumers who seek a reliable alternative to save them from the problems of nylon bags.
You cannot buy something now and they'll give you a nylon and it will be strong. The nylon will be very, very soft. Even if they double it times 2 times 3, but you still need to use your hand to adjust. It's not as if they didn't give me nylon, but I have to buy extra this bag because of the nylon cannot carry it.
If now upon time I doubled it, but the thing has torn. That's why I just bought this one now. To manage, and this one.
Sellers of nylon bags are not happy with the poor quality too.
Ó tí kì tẹ́lẹ̀, but nsìn tí wọ́n bá ti dẹrù sí iṣẹ́ ló ń yá. Ó dẹ̀ tún wọ́n sí. Èyí tàǹtà ní 20 naira tẹ́lẹ̀ 30 naira. So ní 15 naira, 100 naira. Gbogbo tí wọ́n bá ti gbẹ́rù sí iṣẹ́ ló máa ń cut.
One pack like this, 80 pieces inside. You waste 30. No hand. No where to open it to put something inside. Put something. From the down, just see something up further. People that are selling this rice, gari, they even complain well. Many of their market waste. Rice, they cannot pack it for ground. Gari, they cannot pack it. They cannot do it and the price is cost. We complain to them. I have not entered the complaint yet, but people that enter complaint. What we told them is the same story we'll be hearing. They will change. They will change it, do it. And it's still the same thing.
I think those ones that are not strong at all, the people that are producing it should try to produce it to make it to be strong, so that when somebody buy nylon, it will also make use of it. Not you buy something with your money and you want to use it to take something, you couldn't use it.
However, a manufacturer attributed the situation to high cost of raw materials and cost of production.
Companies are trying to cut costs because of raw materials. And also, you know, presently dollar has affected the cost of purchasing power. And many companies want to reduce the strength of the nylon so that they can be able to cut costs. Some people are using scrap, but you will use virgin material. When you use scrap, of course, you cannot get the same quality with when you use virgin material. So that is exactly what is happening outside.
Meanwhile, the Standards Organization of Nigeria maintains that there is no shortcut to quality, especially when there are standards for the products. Manufacturers must ensure consumer satisfaction even while they think of profits or be sanctioned.
We have the standards for the nylons, the polyethylene nylons,
and the different other nylons, low density nylons and the high density nylons. We have standards for all of them, and even to the weights that these nylons will carry and the dimensions. We have standards for all these nylons. The manufacturers of nylons are to ensure that they get the standards and then manufacture according to the requirements of the Nigerian Industrial Standard. Because if the standards enforcing team find out that they are not manufacturing according to the requirements of the standard, the product will be confiscated and then they will be sanctioned, the company will be closed. And then to ensure that they have the mandatory conformity assessment program certification in seeing that SON visits and assesses their products and give them the certification mark once their product conforms to the requirements.
It is the only point of contact between your vehicle and the road. Yes, it's the tire. On Feedback segment today, I will be sharing 5 standard tips on this ring-shaped component fitted onto the wheels of vehicles. And that will be right after responding to some of the frequently asked questions on the program. We'll start off some of the frequently asked questions on the program with this. Tell me about the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, is a federal government regulatory agency vested with the responsibility of elaborating standards for various products manufactured in the country and imported into Nigeria. At the SON, our vision is to improve life through standardization and quality assurance. What is Standard and You about? Standard and You is a public sensitization program sponsored by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to educate you on product quality and safety. Our transmission time is 8 p.m. every Sunday on TVC, 6:30 p.m. every Monday on NTA Network. What is the difference between MANCAP and SONCAP? MANCAP is Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, a product certification scheme to regulate the quality of products manufactured in Nigeria. SONCAP is the Standards Organization of Nigeria Conformity Assessment Program, a product certification scheme to regulate the quality of products imported into Nigeria. Where is SON office located at? SON has offices across the country. Do check www.son.gov.ng to find the nearest office address. How do I register my products with the Standards Organization of Nigeria? We have an online registration portal on our website www.son.gov.ng. Just click on it to kickstart the process, or you just go to the nearest SON office. How do I know a substandard or fake product? Knowing a substandard product depends on the nature of the product. You can ascertain the quality of the product through physical examination sometimes, and at other times you need to verify through laboratory tests and analysis. How do I report cases of fake and substandard products? You can report cases of fake and substandard products to the nearest SON office. Send a mail to customerfeedback.collaboration@son.gov.ng or to the contacts on your screen. There you have it, some of the frequently asked questions on the program. Now to 5 standard tips on Tyre. Say no to used tires. Buy brand new tires in good condition certified by the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Be alert. Tires expire 4 years after manufacture date. Check your tire pressure regularly. Do not overinflate or underinflate your tire. Ensure you keep your tire balanced and wheel aligned for a safe and smooth ride. Don't overload your vehicle. Your tires can overheat, wear out quickly, and blow out. There you have it, 5 standard tips on Tyre. And that's a wrap on this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. Do you have a question, complaint, or suggestion? You can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on any of our social media platforms, and remember you can watch the program online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Thanks and have a great week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.